Hey everybody, welcome back to Hi, Cooking with Chewy. Got another easy one for you today. How about some homemade banana bread with a Strutsell topping? You guys got to check this stuff out. It's amazing. Smells incredible. So let's hit the chopping block and we'll put this together real easy. Okay, this is everything we're going to need to make this banana bread. This bowl here, I've got 1 cup of just regular old white granulated sugar. This bowl, I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to use 3 bananas, 2 eggs, 1 whole stick of butter. Whoa, almost lost that one there. I've got a tablespoon of milk. Okay, here I have a teaspoon of some ground cinnamon. I've got a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of salt. I also have a pretty good hefty tablespoon of some creamy peanut butter. Now, my banana bread's going to have a pretty good crumbly topping on it, so for that crumb topping, I've got 2 tablespoons of flour, a tablespoon of brown sugar, about a teaspoon of some extra cinnamon, about a tablespoon of some regular white sugar, and a tablespoon of some butter. I'm just going to mash that all together. We're going to put it on top. Okay, so what I like to do first, let's make some room to work here. Now what I like to do first is I got my bowl of sugar, my cup of sugar. I'm going to add my whole stick of butter. Make sure it's at room temperature. That way we can get this stuff to cream, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting that mixed up to start with. Got my butter and my sugar mixed together. Now I'm going to add my 2 eggs. Then I'm going to add in my 3 bananas. Okay, now we're going to get that all mixed together until it gets nice and creamy and fluffy. Might want to mash your bananas a little bit first. Alright, now let's get that mixed up. Okay, now that I got my butter, my sugar, and my bananas all creamed together with the eggs, I'm going to add in this heavy tablespoon of peanut butter, just to kick it up a notch and give this banana bread some extra flavor. You just got to make sure we blend that in very well, because you don't want no chunks of peanut butter or banana. So when we get this mixed up, we'll bring it back when I get the right consistency. Anyway, now that you got your bananas and everything all mixed up, to that I'm going to add in my tablespoon of milk. Just give that a quick mix real quick. Call that good. Then we're going to set this aside for just 1 second. Try to do it without dumping everything over. Going to grab our 2 cups of flour and add in our baking soda, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon in with our powder or flour. Get that mixed up. Just want to mix it up before you put it all in with the wet ingredients. Alright, now we'll bring our bananas and everything back in to the mix. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flour, I'm going to add it in to my bananas, and I'm kind of going to fold it in just until the flour gets mixed in. You don't want to overmix this stuff. So we'll just pour all that in there. Using our little spatula here, we'll just start getting everything mixed in until the flour combines. Which now you should have a nice thick batter. Okay, now that we got our batter all, or our basically our bread dough all set up. I took a regular size bread loaf pan, greased it down with some Crisco, or you can use some coconut oil, then lightly flour the inside of it. Make sure you cover everything. You do not want this stuff sticking to your pan. Then what we'll do is we'll just take our batter, or our dough, and get it right there into the pan. Make sure you get it spread out nice and even. Don't want an uneven loaf. Sure you get all that goodness in there. Yeah, I know, not supposed to eat raw egg, but you know what? Tastes good anyway. Right, now that I got my bread dough in the pan, I'm going to take my extra ingredients here, my cinnamon, brown sugar, a little bit of flour and butter, and I'm going to mash that all up until it resembles a coarse cornmeal. You kind of want to do this while your butter is cold. This kind of helps everything stick together. I probably should have used a bigger bowl. Okay, now that you switched to a bigger bowl, now that you realize you used too small of a bowl to begin with, you just want to keep mashing it up. Right now I got it to about a wet sand consistency. So if you find any big clumps when we go to sprinkle this on, all you got to do is just kind of crumple it up, drop it on the top. Oop. Except for those big clumps. You want to definitely bust up the big clumps. There we go, got it all topped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to go pop this in the center rack of a 325-degree oven for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes until a toothpick comes out of the center nice and clean. So I'm going to go pop this in the oven. When it's ready to come out, we'll bring you back. See you in about 60 minutes, you wonderful tasting little banana bread. Okay, we're about 20 minutes in, and you can see it's starting to rise up nicely and looking wonderful. Ooh, you should smell that. Alright, we're at the 60-minute mark. What we're going to do is we're going to take a toothpick. We're going to insert it right in the middle of this bad boy. We're going to pull it out. If it comes out clean, it looks pretty clean to me. So I think this sucker's ready. Okay, once you let this thing cool down for about 10 minutes on the wire rack, all you're going to do is pop it all the way out of the pan. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Anyway, before I end up dropping this thing and breaking it, I'm going to set it down on this wire rack here. Now we're going to let it cool down till it's just warm. You don't want this thing blazing hot, otherwise it's just going to fall apart on you. So when we're ready to cut this thing up and give it a taste test, we'll bring right back. Okay, let's get this stuff sliced up and give it a try. I always want to take that nice thick slice off that end piece. Oh, look at that. Oh, the crumb toppings. Oh yeah. Let's get this stuff sliced up. We're going to try it out. All right, let's give this banana bread a try. Oh, wow. This stuff smells incredible. Super moist. I mean, it doesn't feel dry at all. None whatsoever. Let's have a bite. Bottoms up. The 3 bananas is just enough for this. The peanut butter is there. It's not too overpowering. Only reason I put peanut butter in mine is kick it up a notch, give it a little bit of flavor. Plus, some of the family members in my household ain't got no teeth, so nuts are kind of out of the question. Still want that flavor. Guys, got to give this stuff a try. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Just make sure you make this stuff by yourself, because if you got vultures in your house, they'll be in here trying to pick at it before it's even out of the oven. Hey, if you like what you see, give that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and always remember, never trust a skinny cook. Yeah, that's good bread.